Bank security has become a major concern with recent reports of hackers targeting major government agencies, companies, even Citibank. Well, a new study says there are things both banks and customers can do to keep their credit card accounts safe. Joining us now, John Alzheimer, President of Consumer Education at smartcredit.com. John, always great to see you.
Thanks for having me, Jerry. I appreciate it.
All right, so this list of safest card issuers, it comes from Javelin Strategy and Research. Big names on this list: Bank of America, Discover, and specific cards here: Discover More, Visa Platinum, on and on. You can see the list here: USAA, their World MasterCard. So do you believe this? I mean, are they completely safe? Is there absolutely no problem with this?
Well, no one is completely safe, and no one is completely immune from being the victim of credit card fraud. Look, the cards that are at the top of the list, those are generally the cards, believe it or not that we're going to do an advertisement here, but those are the cards that consumers really should think about getting, because those are the cards where the cost of paying for the fraud is not fully subsidized on the cardholder's shoulders, like us, right? Exactly. The ones that have a very, very poor rating, those are the ones that have to charge you more fees and more interest to help to cover the cost of all these billions of dollars in fraud that they're having to absorb. So think about that the next time you're shopping for a card.
I tell you, that makes good sense, John. All right, let's look at the credit card safety bank to-do list. There are things banks can do to help us out. One of those things, create text message alerts. So if you have problems, if there's a big overdraft coming or a big charge, they send you a little text message. You like that?
I love this. I am just actually befuddled why this is not the standard operating procedure at a credit card issuer. Every time I swipe my card anywhere, it doesn't matter if it's at a gas station or if it's a piece of jewelry or anything in between, I would love to get a text message within a few minutes that says, hey, John Alzheimer, you just spent X number of dollars on your ABC credit card account at this merchant. If you did not do this, call us immediately. It's basically this second level of authentication, which is fantastic for people who use their card on the internet.
Okay, so they say stop asking for Social Security numbers as ID. Hello? Is that not the most obvious thing in the world? Come on.
Is that awesome? It's like Common Sense 101 or Advanced Common Sense. Who in the world is still asking for Social Security numbers, and who in the world is actually giving Social Security numbers? Like, a lot of places verify like the last 4 digits of your social, and that's fine because there are 5 still missing. But still, to ask for and actually write down or collect the entire 9-digit social, what just a recipe for disaster is that?
What do you mean by limit online access? What does that mean?
Yeah, this one is a tough one, Jerry. What is being suggested is that if you don't have the most current versions of antivirus or hacking software installed on your computer, then some banks are supposedly not going to let you in to do online banking. That is absolutely not going to happen, and I'll tell you why. Because banks want you to do online banking. They want you to pay your bills online. They want you to check your statements online.
It's cheaper.
Why? Because it's cheaper. It's cheaper because you're not pushing paper.
Right.
So I don't think that that's actually going to work. I don't think any bank is going to actually volunteer to do that.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, the differences in costs for the banks. It makes a big difference to them. Let's talk about what I can do, what consumers can do. I think that's an important list. Obviously, you've already said update your antivirus software. Critical, critical. If you're banking online, you want to make sure you're safe. You say simple, easy peasy, review your statements. What am I looking for?
Yeah, you have to. You absolutely have to look, and this is not just something we threw in there to fill up some time on television. You would be surprised how many cursory charges, $1, $2, $19.95. If you have a 2 or 3 page statement of charges, are you really going to notice a $19.95 charge? I don't think so. So you have to be unbelievably hyper diligent with respect to reviewing your statements, and the reason they're doing some of these really small nominal charges, $1, $1.50, is they're looking for weaknesses in the fence. They want to see, A, is this card really still active? Is this idiot really not stopping? Have they not canceled this card yet? And if they haven't, then the next one may be a little bit higher, and the next one may be a little bit higher.
What is spear phishing? And I mean phishing, PH, not phishing, F-I-S-H-I-N-G.
You go to the ocean, you hire a boat, you spend about 3 or 4 hours, and you catch a bunch of fish. Actually, that is not what spear phishing is. Spear phishing is a form of email fraud where the hackers have an understanding of you. They have an understanding of the homogeneous aspect of a group of people. So we all have Sports Illustrated subscriptions. We all have season tickets to the Yankees. They know something very unique about the population and can target, really refine the fraud email emails to say something that is going to resonate with you. It's not just a blast email that says, hey, update your SunTrust login here. And that only applies to a small percentage of the people who actually get the email. Spear phishing is a much more refined form of that.
So people get duped into thinking they have to do something, respond in some way, give some information in some way.
Yep.
Don't fall for it. Your bank's going to call you. You call your bank. If you get something from them, it's you don't know what it is, call them up, ask them what the deal is. Right?
And don't call the phone number in the email, call the phone number on the back of the card.
Amen to that. All right, John, thanks for the help today. Appreciate it.
Okay, Jay.